Hello, this is Nisi with another video. Um, I'm just gonna start by telling y'all what happened the day of surgery. Um, I just want to start off by saying, I'm so happy, I'm so blessed. I would have never imagined that I would be telling y'all like what happened the day of surgery, and I just can't believe it. I'm kind of tired. This is my day 4 post-op, and I'm kind of sore a little bit. I haven't had a pain pill all day, but I just took one and I'm waiting it to kick in. I'm about to go to bed, but until then, I guess I'll tell y'all what happened the day of surgery. Okay, so I arrived at the Jewish hospital, and I had to be there at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So my friend dropped me off while she was parking. I went on in because I didn't want to be late. I was kind of like right on time. So I went in alone, went in, registered, told them what I was there for. She said that I needed to be on the second floor. So as I went up the elevator and went to the second floor, I registered again. They gave me like a little hospital bed. They checked me in, and she was like, just have a seat, and it would be a nurse, and she would come and get me. So as I'm sitting there, a nurse came right away, and she came and got me, and she took me to where I needed to be. And the first thing I had to do was that I had to take a urine sample. So as I did that, when I got done, I gave her my sample, and as she was testing it, she sat me in this room, and my friend ended up calling me, and my friend tried to come where I was at, but they ended up making her wait in the waiting room. She couldn't come with me. So I had to be all alone, which I kind of expected that, but I'm like, dang, can she at least stay with me until I head to surgery? But no, they made her stay in the surgery. They made her stay in the waiting room. So as I'm all alone, I'm all alone. The nurse sat me in a little private room, and she gave me a nightgown and socks, and she told me to get dressed. So when I got dressed, I think the nurse name was Rebecca. She was so nice to me. Oh my gosh. And it's crazy because my doctor, Richard Levine, he was great, but I really didn't get to really meet. Well, I met him, but I really didn't really like interact with him that much. I'll tell you about it, but whatever. I'm gonna tell you about what happened. So, when I got done getting dressed, she said that she needed a blood sample. So she drew blood from me, and when she took off, ran that, got it tested. And then she was like, she needs to start my IV. She started my IV. She was talking to me. She was so nice. Like, I was so scared, y'all. At any moment, I was just planning on just leaving. Like, I was just so scared. Y'all, I cannot believe that I just went along with it. So she started my IV. She was talking to me, making me feel better. She started hooking me up to monitor my heartbeat, my oxygen level, my blood pressure, and they was just monitoring me. And she was just like, everything's going great. I'm healthy. My oxygen looking great. My blood and urine ended up coming back. And she said that looked great. I wasn't anemic. My iron wasn't low. And she said like everything. She said I needed to just calm down. And my blood pressure was fine, but I needed to calm down. And I was healthy, and I was going to be okay. I was like a perfect candidate for surgery. So as I'm really just telling myself to calm down, I'm gonna be okay. I'm like, where's the doctor? Like, when is my surgery? Because at this point, it's like 8:30. And she's like, well, the doctor, he's still in surgery. He had a patient before you, and you're not going to be going into surgery until probably like another hour. So I'm like, okay, that's fine with me because at this point I am so scared and I'm not ready for surgery. And I mean, if they want to stall time and whatever, do prep work on me or whatever, I didn't care because I wasn't ready for surgery. So as I'm sitting there, she's been so nice to me. She asking me a lot of questions, got me opening up, talking about my kids and stuff like that. And so after all that, she was telling me that I'm not gonna be able to take my phone into the surgery room, and my phone and my purse and my Apple Watch, it had to go downstairs with my friend. So I'm like, okay, whatever, that's fine. So she's talking to me, and then she was like, the anesthesiologist is gonna be coming in, and he's gonna talk with me, give me a rundown of what to expect, and basically he was going to sedate me, put me to sleep, the part that I was really afraid of, and then they was going to start my surgery. But they said before that happens, like, I'm going to stay where I'm at, and they was going to eventually give me some relaxed medicine into my IV, and they was going to calm me down, and they was going to just relax me or whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm signing my little life away. I'm signing all papers, and stuff like that. And I'm just like, at any moment, I'm like, I'm leaving. Like, these people crazy. I don't want these people to kill me. Like, I was just so scared. But I couldn't believe I was just one step closer to having the surgery that I wanted so bad. So, I mean, it was nothing that was seemed weird, so I just went along with it, Like, I just, was like, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this. I paid all this money. I made it this far. I got this. So, when I get done signing on my papers, she was like, I need you to take these 3 pills. And I'm like, what are these 3 pills? And she handed me 2, and she said they was 2 extra strength Tylenol, and it was a tramadol. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I didn't even ask her why do I gotta take those pills, but she ended up telling me it was for nausea or whatever. So I was like, okay. So I took the pills, and as I'm just sitting there, the anesthesiologist talked to me. He came in, and then the doctor, the famous doctor, Richard Levine, he finally come into the room. So when he comes in, and I'm just really staring at him like, oh my God, he's a real person. Like, he's really, 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 really real. He was so nice. He was so nice and respectful. He came in, talking to me. He introduced himself. And he was just telling me what to expect and what was going to happen. He looked at my incision, my previous C-section scar, and he said it looked fine. And he would reuse that same scar, which I was expecting him to anyway. He was like, yeah, he's going to use that scar. And he was just like, do I have any questions? Y'all, I was so blank. Like, I didn't have any questions. Like, I was just so scared. And I was just ready to get up with. Like, I had no questions. So I was telling him, like, I don't have any questions. Like, I trust you. I didn't fucking trust him. Not just playing. He was a good man. So I talked to this man for a couple of minutes. That's all I remember. I don't remember nothing about him. Like, I paid this man all this money. Remind y'all, my surgery was and I don't know if y'all remember, but I didn't meet my goal weight. So I had to pay another $1,000. Yeah. So altogether, My surgery was $7,200. Everything included. The hotel included. Medicine included. Everything included. $7,200. But I had only paid $6,200. But I didn't meet. I supposed to lost 12 more pounds. But when I got there, I forgot to tell this. They weighed me, and I didn't weigh what I was supposed to weigh. But she said nothing about it. But I knew in my heart that I was supposed to get him another $1,000. So yeah. So when the doctor came in, I ended up giving him another $1,000 in cash. And he handed it right over to the nurse. They didn't even ask me for it. Like, I probably could have got away with it, but no. I wanted to be protected. I wanted them to treat me good, and I didn't want to, like, you know. So, anyways, so I paid him the extra $1,000. So he was telling me that that he was gonna be ready for me to come into the operating room in about 15 or 10 minutes. So I'm like, okay. So as he left out, so this is the part that I was just about to start getting scared, because it's almost time for my surgery. Before I could even get scared, y'all, the nurse was like, "Are you ready for your relaxed medicine?" I'm like, "Yeah." So all I remember is her putting the medicine into my ear. She was like, "Is there anything important you need to tell me before I give you this medicine?" She was like, "It's probably make you sleepy." No. She said, "It's just going to relax you." They never told me it was just going to knock me out. So I'm like, no, it's not nothing I need to tell you. So all I remember is grabbing my phone, texting my friend. And I was like, "Hey, they're about to bring you my phone," because it was almost time for my surgery. And she told me that I couldn't take my phone. So as soon as I text my friend, all I remember is, like, it had to be like 30 seconds. Like, within her putting that medicine in me, up in my IV, like, I just, that's all I remember. I was just knocked out. Like, I've never experienced nothing like that. Like, that's all I remember. I don't remember nothing else. So that relaxed medicine instantly knocked me out. So as I'm sleep or whatever, wherever I went, it was like probably like, I don't know, 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. or 10. I don't know. Anyways, I remember the doctor told me I was going to be in surgery probably about an hour. Y'all, I was in surgery for like 2 hours. So all I remember is waking up into the recovery room, and I was sitting up, and the nurse was like, Ronicia. And when I woke up, I felt an overwhelming feeling of peace and blessed and happiness, because I knew I, like, survived, y'all. I just can't explain it. Y'all better stop. She won't give me my cover. I can't explain it. I use that for that. So, give me my cover. Sierra. She won't give me my Raya. It's too cold, so I'm getting the other cover, and she's trying to get mad because she don't want to use the other cover. Which one? She had that cover first. No, give it to her. Give it to her. Leave her alone. So, close your door. Close that door, Raya. So, so the nurse was like, Ronicia. So I woke up, and she was like, "Hi, Ronicia." She was like, she was like, "You're in the recovery room, and you just had your surgery." Even though I heard her saying that, it didn't register. I asked her again. I was like, I was like, are you finna take me to my surgery now? And she was like, Ranicia, you already had your surgery. And at that moment, I was just so happy. Like I got it over with. Like I got the hard part over with. And I was like, oh, and she was like, are you okay? Are you hurting? Are you sore? And at that point, when she said that, I just realized, like, yes, I'm hurting. Yes, baby. No, it wasn't. I really wasn't hurting, y'all. Like, I got a high tolerance to pain. Like, I didn't care nothing about hurting, baby. Like, I was on the other side of the fence, baby. I didn't care. I can't even tell y'all how much it was hurting because I really don't remember. Like, I don't care. I didn't care about the pain. And I was like, yes, I'm kind of sore. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna use the pain medicine. She came right over and she gave me like a Percocet, and she was like, I don't know what strength it was, but she gave me a Percocet. And then while I'm looking around, she brought me some crackers and some apple juice. So I ate that and I drank that. And as I'm sitting there, I'm like, what? Raya, you better stop. So as I'm sitting there, I ended up dozing off to sleep. Like barely dozing off. Y'all, that nurse woke me up. She was like, Ranicia, are you ready to get dressed? And I'm like, lady, I just woke up like 5 minutes ago and you already, I know this is outpatient procedure, but I just woke up and you already trying to make me put on my clothes and you already trying to keep me out. I said, wait. I was like, can I just get a couple of minutes? She was like, oh yeah. You're fine. So I took like 10 minutes just to sit and just take everything in. So 10 minutes later, she ended up coming over and she helped me put on my clothes, which I really didn't need help. I put on my clothes and she brought me a wheelchair. She helped me get into the wheelchair. So when she was helping me get into the wheelchair, that was my first time just standing up, seeing how mobile, that I was without hurting. I was fine. I stood up. I got into the wheelchair. She took me downstairs and she called my friend. And the nurse gave me a barf bag. And she was like, you might feel a little nausea or whatever. I'm like, okay. Oh, and also before my surgery, she put some sticker of medicine behind my ear. She told me to keep it on for 72 hours. And she was like, it was good for like nausea and stuff like that. So she took me downstairs to my friend. My friend was pulled right up. I got in the car. And all of a sudden, when I just got up, I just woke up feeling so sick to my stomach. Y'all, I'm so happy the nurse gave me that barf bag because as soon as I got into the car, I just threw up. I threw up. And as soon as I threw up, I felt so much better. I felt so much better. And then, like, I was talking. I was being my normal self. I was being happy. I was talking to my friend. But at first, before, first I was feeling sick. I wasn't being myself. Until I, just had to throw up. And then I was feeling better. So then we went to the room. We went straight to the room. And I got into bed. And I lay down and I went to sleep and I got rest. And I was not in a lot of pain, y'all. Of course I was in pain, but like I could tolerate it. Like I was fine. I wasn't complaining. I was mobile. I was getting up, going back and forth to the bathroom. I didn't need a wheelchair. I was just so happy. Like I was just so happy and thankful that I just did it and I got through it. And, so that was pretty much what happened. And then the next day, I had to take the main um packaging off my incision and kept the strips on, and sent the doctor a picture of that. And he ended up calling me, telling me about how he think my incision looked. He felt like it looked fine. I was feeling great, and he said that I can head home. And that's like all the interaction that I had with him. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. But other than that, the little interaction that I had with the actual doctor, the whole experience was just the best that I could have hoped for and wished for. And I'm so happy that relaxed medicine knocked me out before I just actually made it to the operating room, because I was so yeah, I didn't even see the operating room. I was so terrified. Like, it's probably like a good thing that the relaxed medicine knocked me out before I made it to the operating room. But the doctors and the NAF and the nurse and the staff was just so amazing. Like, I'm just so thankful that I just did it. Like, I can't believe that I just did it. Like, I really did it. The doctor recommended me waiting 6 weeks before I start trying to conceive, which is fine because I'm probably going to wait a couple of months anyway, because it's about to be the summer. And, I'm just really not ready to probably just start trying to conceive right away. So, I don't know if I have anything else to tell y'all. What else? Y'all, I done told this story about so many times to my friends and family. I'm just so happy. Like, they know how happy I am because I've been wanting this for a long time. I hope I didn't leave anything out. If you guys want to know anything, just comment and let me know, and I will tell you whatever I forgot to mention. But thank you for following me on my journey. And we on the other side, baby. Baby Renzo is coming to life. He's coming. And if anything else, just let me know. Bye.